Imagine if you woke up tomorrow and discovered that everything had changed. What if Nelson Mandela died in prison in 1988, as the world remembers, but you're certain he lived for decades afterwards? Or that the Monopoly man always wore a top hat, but you're sure he did not? As unbelievable as it sounds, millions of people around the globe are experiencing the Mandela Effect, where a collective group of people share the false memory of an event or detail that contradicts historical records. This isn't a New Age hallucination either. The Mandela Effect has been happening since at least the Cold War era and possibly much longer. So what's going on here? Are we simply misremembering things? Or could there be something more sinister at play, like glitches in the Matrix or shifts between parallel universes? And most importantly, are you immune to the Mandela Effect? Or have you already fallen prey to its shifting sands? That's what we'll explore today. First up, let's take a closer look at this bizarre Mandela Effect phenomena. Named after South African activist Nelson Mandela, who spent 27 years in prison, the effect refers to situations where a large group of people vividly recall an event or detail about a public figure that contradicts official accounts. For example, many Americans believe the U.S. national anthem lyrics are, "Oh, say, can you see," instead of the actual line, "Oh, say, does that Star-Spangled Banner yet wave?" Even more strangely, some people have no problem recalling the correct lyrics, while others insist they've always been, "Oh, say, can ye see?" But the Mandela Effect goes beyond simple lyric misremembering. Take, for example, the infamous Darth helmet meme. In May 2013, thousands of fans online noticed that the iconic villain's helmet from Star Wars actually said, "Luke, I am your father," even though the line was never spoken in the original film. Similarly, many people vividly remember the popular children's cartoon character, Mr. Rogers, wearing a cardigan, despite every photo and video of him online showing a sports jacket. And those are just the tip of the iceberg. There are countless other examples of the Mandela Effect. Some believe the ancient Egyptians used hieroglyphics to write their language. However, there is no evidence to support this claim, and experts argue that they actually wrote in logographic hieratic script. But here's where things get truly strange. People don't just misremember things, they all seem to misremember them in the exact same way. If we are all fallible and unreliable narrators, why do we all get it wrong in unison? Is this mass hysteria, a conspiracy, or something else entirely? To answer that, we must first understand how memory works, because it turns out our recollections are more fragile and malleable than we think. Our brains don't store memories like a computer stores files. Rather, each time we recall a memory, we essentially reconstruct it by piecing together fragments of the original experience with information from our senses, emotions, background knowledge, and other sources. This process makes memory both subjective and meaning what we remember is colored by our own unique perspective and influenced by new information we encounter later in life. Our memories are also fluid and can change over time based on conversations with others, media, exposure, and personal growth. Essentially, our memories are more like a story we tell ourselves, rather than a video recording we can replay. So why then do so many of us share the same inaccurate memories? One explanation is the availability heuristic. Because human brains seek efficient ways to process information, we often rely on mental shortcuts that allow us to make quick judgments or predictions based on readily available information. For example, if you only ever hear stories about airplane crashes on the news, you may incorrectly estimate that air travel is extremely dangerous. In the context of the Mandela Effect, this means that if you repeatedly hear others discussing a particular event or detail, you may come to believe it is true, even if it isn't. Essentially, the Mandela Effect occurs when a large group of people have collectively confabulated a false memory based on limited or biased information. However, there may be another even stranger cause at play. What if the Mandela Effect isn't a glitch in our minds, but a glitch in our reality? Here's where things get really The idea that our reality might not be fixed or stable comes from the work of theoretical physicist and cosmologist Max Tegmark. In his 2014 book, Our Mathematical Universe, My Quest for the Ultimate Theory, Tegmark proposes that there are actually an infinite number of parallel universes, or many worlds, which exist simultaneously alongside our own. He theorizes that every time a decision is made, every possible outcome occurs in a separate universe. For example, in one universe, you chose pizza for lunch, while in another, you chose salad. Over time, these split realities diverge until they encompass all possible versions of events. While this concept has no direct bearing on the Mandela Effect, some have speculated that the shift in memories could be explained by our constant movement between parallel worlds. Essentially, the Mandela Effect would occur when our memories of different worlds don't align. While this idea sounds far-fetched, there is some scientific basis for it. Quantum mechanics suggests that all possible outcomes of a quantum event actually occur in separate universes. Some physicists even believe that these many worlds exist as bubbles within a larger space-time foam. However, this is highly speculative, and there is currently no way to test or verify Tegmark's theory. So what does this mean for the Mandela Effect? If we were jumping between parallel worlds, it would explain why people share false memories, but it doesn't provide any insight into the nature of those memories. They would essentially be glitches in the simulation caused by changes in different parallel worlds. However, there is no way to prove or disprove this theory. In the end, the Mandela Effect remains an intriguing mystery that highlights the fallibility of human memory and the limits of our understanding of the universe. It serves as a reminder that we should always question our perceptions and consider alternative viewpoints before accepting something as true. So the next time you find yourself confidently asserting a fact that turns out to be false, remember that you may be experiencing a glitch in the matrix, a shift in parallel worlds, or simply a glitch in your memory. But what do you think? Have you experienced the Mandela Effect? Do you think it's proof of parallel universes? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button to show your support. I'd greatly appreciate it. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more exciting content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Now, check out this other video on the biggest unsolved mysteries of the universe that will blow your mind. Or check out this video instead. I think you'll really like it too.